Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we are finishing up the closet. It's going to be the last video in the full closet series. There's a ton of work to do. We've got to build some drawers, finish sanding everything, do some final paint touches, and this closet is going to be completely done. I am so ready to use this closet. It's been an unusable space in our house for the last 7 months, and there's a lot of work to do before we can start moving in. Here's the design that I have in mind for the bottom cabinet section of the closet. The full cabinet is 47 inches high, and I want to add 3 drawers to half of the cabinet and keep the other half as an open shelf for baskets. I plan to keep the top doors on the upper cabinet even after I reconfigure the interior of the upper cabinet. My buddy Gerry, who has saved me on more than one DIY project, has told me about the website Cut List Optimizer. You pull all of your measurements that need to be cut out as well as the size and quantity of your stock sheets into the site, and it gives you the best cuts for the least amount of waste. I need to hurry and get all of this data input into the website because it is about to storm, and anytime it rains here, the basement floods horribly. So I want to make sure that all of my plywood is safe and dry and need to get to cutting these pieces today. Here you see me inputting all of my cut information and renaming the labels. I did not realize initially that the site labeled everything for you with a person's name, and I found that to be quite funny. I've also included the thickness of my table saw blade so I could get the most accurate cut information. Once all of your data has been added, you can push the play button and the site gives you the best configuration for your cuts. And now it's raining, so the clock is officially ticking on how long it'll be until my basement gets full of water. And it's already starting. Yep. All right, this is the start of it. There's a spot here, and then this is where we get the most water, is actually in my wood room, which is super fun. But it all comes through the wall right here and just moves into this. It goes this way and out of this drain right here. I don't know why anything would send water into the house instead of keeping it out, but that is, I guess, part of the joy of having an old house. But I cannot keep anything on the floor in here just in case this floods, because anytime it rains, it does. I even moved the spout extension to where I could hopefully avoid this because I saw that the rain was coming, and it's helped a little bit. It hasn't like done a full swoosh yet, but as you can see, it hasn't helped much. So, fun times. Anyway, back to the drawers. I actually lost a ton of footage from this day, so here you see a couple of sheets of birch plywood. Both of the pieces are 1/2 inch and leftover from whenever I built my enclosure for my laser last year. And I started the drawers by cutting all 6 of the side pieces first and putting those in place. In the original design, I had 3 drawers at the bottom half here, and then a shelf that just kind of helps make everything flow into the upper cabinet. However, I was looking at the design, looking at everything, really just kind of playing around in this space, and these cabinets at the bottom would be extremely low. So I've decided to switch the design up and move the drawers up to the top half and then do some little baskets or something in the bottom half of this section. Whenever I was testing out drawer slide placements, I realized something very important, and I'm so glad I did before I cut down anything else. Put the drawer slide in, and then it hits this piece right here. So what I need to do is build a shim so that way the ends will sit out and then they can just slide out like that. So I'm gonna see if I have any extra materials to be able to do that. It looks like it's only about 1/2 inch. I should have some stuff, but I need to make three shims because this is the only side that has this little lip right here. All right, I'm gonna try this out. Also, sorry for the fan. I need as much air as possible right now. It is so hot in here. But basically, I'm going to work off of the piece that's up here And I have a scrap piece of wood that I'm going to use as a spacer just to see where all of my drawers are going to be hung. And I think that this would be a really good starting point. Yeah, that's exactly what I want to do. Okay. To assemble these drawer slides, there's a little latch right here. You unslide the slider completely and then just push down and this piece comes right out. So this is what attaches to your drawer and this is what attaches to the piece of wood. About this. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Oh boy. LOL. That's so wrong. Let's freaking go! Yeah. Bloop. It is for you.
But it took me a second because when I saw it, I was like, faucet woodwork? What the hell?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm so excited. Did you see it? Isn't it great?
Oh my God. Oh, that is probably the ugliest thing I've ever seen.
Let me see. Oh my God.
Thanks for going like that. Hold on. Hold on. Let's see.
You gotta it go up a little bit.
Okay, hold on.
There. Perfect. Hold on, hold on.
And I'm smiling behind it. Oh my God.
Happy Father's Day. So. Renovation, but I wanted to show like what the before is. I can't exactly get footage of me painting in here, which is fine because I think that you've seen me paint enough. So let me just do one of these. Much better. So I lost a ton of footage from the other day, but basically the birch that I used to build the drawer boxes was from a previous project. That was from whenever I built my laser box in the old house. So I had a bunch of birch on hand. This maple plywood that I have here that I'm going to be using for the drawer fronts is actually from a desk that I made. The desk was in my old office and now it's currently in the lavender room and eventually will be moved to the study, but I love that desk, and now I'm gonna use the rest of this maple that I've just had sitting around for the past year. I sanded all 3 drawer fronts to a 320 grit, and now I'm going to do a polyurethane top coat on them. However, I had a pretty significant cutting oops whenever it came to the drawer fronts, and this drawer front didn't quite make it for the length. And whenever I sanded, it took a lot of the face off. So what I did was I ordered some veneer to cover this, and so I'm not going to poly this one, but I will cover the other 2, and then once the veneer comes in, I will just cover over that.
It was a long, slow march out of Eden. We didn't know just what we were leaving, but our curious hearts had us believing we'd be okay. Along the path we ventured to freedom. For what we seek we had no reason. It was a heart whose doubt was fleeting, led us to say, what if we trip? What if we fall? What if we make a mess of it all? What if we throw a winning race? What if we lose the lead we had gained? What if we trip? What if we fall? What if we don't?
Another horrible tragedy has occurred in the closet. I had to go buy these little sheets of 1/4-inch birch because I ran out of plywood for the bottoms of my cabinets. So there goes my plan of trying to spend just $40 using what I had. This total was like 71 bucks. I may have been able to get it cheaper if I had gone to a lumber yard, but I had gone to 3 different places by the time I found these. So I was pretty tired of going places. And yeah, so $71 for panels to put the bottoms in of these drawers. All right, let's see if I can get this, because the last time I attached a drawer front to something, we had a screw sticking out of it for the entirety of its existence. So let's see. And if I use like my shoulder. Alright, should probably do like this little number to try to get it open again or something. Okay. Oh my god, it's right! It's correct! Yes! Oh, let's go! Alright, time for pulls on this one. And then I'll reinstall the second drawer. Woo! Let's go! I have to tell you about the saga of the drawer pulls. This has been something that's been going on for like a month now, and I think I finally have a solution for the drawers. I've been scouring Facebook Marketplace and eBay for any drawer pulls that I could find. I finally found some that were like $2.50 for bid and then like $8 for shipping, something like that. Super, super cheap. And they were these really pretty French drawer pulls. I loved them. I bid, and at the last second somebody bid like $3.50. I lost the drawer pulls. I was so sad. But then I went and see my buddy Bart to get some stuff for the bedroom because he is renovating his house and he's currently just completely gutting everything and demoing. So I got a lot of really great materials from his house that I'll be reusing in our house. Stay tuned for those. I have a lot of videos coming up in the next few weeks, some of which he's actually in. As soon as I lost the bid, I looked a little more, but I was like, okay, well, I need these drawer pulls now because I'm trying to finish the closet. So I searched for some brass pulls and I found these on Wayfair. They're 6-inch pulls. They were a little pricey. I think I spent $40 for 3 pulls, which was not my favorite, but kind of in a pinch here. So these actually came in today, 2 days before you are seeing the video. And then these are some pulls that Bart gave me. I was so excited. He just gave me like a bag full of drawer pulls and I was going to use these individual ones. Then once the drawer fronts were put in place, I was a little conflicted on what to do because these are kind of small. I thought that these were 6 inches, but these might be like 4. I haven't measured them, but I know that the Wayfair ones are 6. So I think that these are closer to 4. I came up with a few options for the drawer pulls and I liked all of them. I brought a drawer front down to Jared and gave him 3 options and had him decide on the final because I simply could not decide what to do. The initial plan was to put one of these drawer fronts in the middle here. However, because this is a very long drawer, it just kind of looked off. Like, it's very small. It just looked a bit too small to me, so I figured maybe I could do one on both sides. And I really liked the option of doing 2 on each because I do have 6 of these that I could use. Or option 3, which would be to put this bar on it, which obviously it's made for this side. It's a lot better for the fit of the drawer. It just overall looks proportional. So I was really conflicted, but I did want to use the old ones that I got. I just didn't know because I like these too. And so I asked Jared and he decided to go for these right here, the ones that I got from Wayfair. So that is what I'm going with. He said that he can fit his hand under this better, so that's the one. I aligned a piece of tape with the drawer pulls and put 2 small cuts on the tape to get the correct screw placement. And then I used my laser level to make sure that I was getting the placement of the tape straight. Once that was in place, I measured either side of the drawer a few times and then added the handles to the drawer fronts. It's level. Doesn't look level, but it's level. It literally couldn't get any more level than that. I did.
We knew no needing. It was a comfortable break in the seasons. Was it a fool's mistake that had us dreaming out on our way? And what if we trip? What if we fall? What if we make a mess of it all? What if we throw a winning race? What if we lose the lead we had gained? What if we trip? What if we fall? What if we don't? Was the chance we took with which we flirted, and the rush it gave that made it worth it. It is the humor in us that makes it perfect every time. It was a long, slow march out of Eden. We didn't know just what we were leaving, but our curious hearts had us believing we'd be okay. And what if we trip? What if we fall? What if we make it?
So good. right, it's done. Let's reveal the space. I hope you love it as much as I do. I think it completely has been transformed, and I'm really excited to redesign the upper cabinets eventually, decorate this space, and finally use it. I love it. I love it so much. And please don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and comment below what you think of the closet. I'm just going to be working in the main bedroom and finishing up the closet and adding things in here over the next few weeks. So please subscribe and just stay tuned, turn on the notifications, because you don't want to miss what I've got planned.
What if we trip? What if we fall? What if we make a mess of it all? What if we throw a winning race? What if we lose the lead we had gained? What if we trip? What if we fall? What if we don't?
What is this thing called? It's a cabinet, upper cabinet.